Hello and welcome back to another episode here in Henry's World. We are still here in the industrial area, looking upon the glorious cactus farm we built in the last episode and the concrete maker. Today, we start this episode because we need to solve this problem overflowing of cactus in this storage, and we need to build and integrate a smelter for the dye. We're going to need a few materials from the previous build, so I'll grab some concrete, I'll grab some glass, even some ice to make some water. And I'm going to connect the existing water stream that originally connects from the fuel sources of dried kelp, and that will also produce or be the fuel source. We've already seen there's already a backlog, so this is helpful in starting smelting this. So I'm gonna open this up so it will flow and connect them. So this is what it currently looks like. We have the four smokers to smelt the cactus. It is slowly filling up. And in here, if we flick this lever, we can send through the cup blocks we have stacked up there. And let's see if it flows continuously to the smoker. And yeah, it does. So let's just wait a bit. I was dumb. I shouldn't had used a smoker because cactus is not a food source. So I switch them up with normal furnaces, and yeah, here they are. They can now start smelting green dye. And we see there's going to be a backlog of top blocks here. So let's fix that also. We have few hoppers and a few chests over here. And let's just stack them up. Get our axe. Use this. And kablam, kablam, kablam. And open that, and let's fly up. Get more. Oops, again. Let's open up this part. Let's place a few glass. Is that? Nope. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, here it is. That's already done. And we have room for extra dried kelp blocks. So yeah, you know, store them. And we are producing green dye. So that's great. With the two farms now finished and ready to go, we are now returning to the ocean monument as of this moment. And as you can see, there's a subtle change that I've made throughout the entire area. So I've placed sea lanterns in the bottom of the circular glass wall that surrounds this entire area. It was just put so it can be helpful against mob spawning. The real reason why we are here is something to do with what you are seeing right now. These structures or placeholders that I've put up with the white concrete. We are going to put up some towers surrounding this entire glass wall. And the design is already made with inspirations gathered online. And I think the aesthetics of this entirety will be at least majority finished once we put up all this entire towers around, going around it. So without further ado, I'm going to start gathering the materials with the help of the two contraptions we already have and some neat and gritty resources that I am going to collect. So let's grab those materials right now. After clearing the dwarf forest, we have a full shulker box of 4 port block and almost a stock, full shulker, almost a shulker box of warp stem. So the next item we need to gather is some concrete. So I went up to the flower farm to get myself some cornflowers that I can use for the blue dye. After collecting the cornflowers that I turned into blue dye and combined with the green dye to make the cyan, I crafted a bunch of cyan concrete. And I was able to use the concrete maker for a while. And that's the enough time for collecting cyan concrete. Then I proceeded with preparing the oxidation of copper blocks. After smelting a bunch of copper ores lying around the storage system, I placed them in a 4 block gap configuration, which if you didn't know is the most ideal spacing between copper blocks to make it oxidize faster. It was a slow process because I still AFK'd for hours to fully oxidize them, but with a bit of waiting and patience we are done with prepping the copper. Here is the total copper that I already oxidized. Um, this will be served as the stock for now, and we're going back to the Nether to the gold farm to get quartz. We've just arrived in the gold farm, and because I have AFK'd multiple times here before, I have a lot of stock for quartz, so I don't need to go trading or mining for them. And I'm just gonna grab four shulker boxes, and if we need more we'll come back, of course, but we'll return to the industrial district so I can smelt this because I need the smooth quartz variant. Now we need to use this smelter for the second time today, and you just fly up here and place this shulker and transfer it to this chest, and you will see how fast this thing is. So we just need to wait to prime it. So this furnace will gather a stack and 16 every minecart with hopper minecarts, and will smelt right away after a few seconds. So you see how fast this furnace array is. So it helps a lot if I need to smelt a shulker's worth in minutes. We've returned once again here in the Ocean Monument, And in this chest are all the materials that we're going to use. These are of course are in their base form, and we need to craft them along the way with the specific blocks. And without further ado, we are going to build eventually all the towers here. But first, let's start tower 1 right here. So we're back and we're finished building the first tower. And as you can see, we finish it. And it looks cool. It looks nice. It was not my design. It was by Fwhip. I just changed the blocks to match what I want. I wanted to maintain this theme, and I think using primarily the cyan blue green color scheme is good while trying to accent it with white instead of using primarily white. So I'm gonna do this again for the remainder of those rings that you can see, and that will be it. So let's go with the time lapse. As you can see, all the 12 towers are now finished, or 12 pillars. So this project took about 6 hours to do, and I'm quite satisfied with what's happening right now. And I added a little walkway above, so with sea lantern, so there's light, and just some smooth quartz stairs around it. And that's about it. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And yes, thank you for watching today's episode. And see you again on the next one. Bye bye.